Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the KIT13HD. This is a mounting package used for a back-to-back mount of pull handles on a glass door where an HD or a 5/16 18 bolt size has been specified. Let's take a look at those components. So first of all, you're going to get a couple of bolts, and I'll give you that part number of that bolt. Actually, I'll do my best to give you the constituent part number of all of these bolts. That's a 5/16. That's probably 1 inch in length, maybe a little longer, inch and an eighth maybe. Yeah, inch and an eighth. That makes about an inch and an eighth. That makes sense. 5/16 single cone head. You're going to get 2 of those because it's a mounting kit. So 2 of those. You're going to get 2 bushings because they're glass doors. You're going to get 4 plastic washers, 2 metal washers, and then 2 set screws is what you'll get. Okay. Now let's go through this a little bit and let's put one together. So what you would do first is you're going to put a metal washer. Well, what you're going to do first is you're going to put a metal washer and then a plastic washer. Then all of this will go through the door, through the bushing. Then when it comes out the other side of the door, when you are attaching the other pull handle to it, you're going to come with a plastic washer. Then your handle, you will thread this into your handle. Then your handle will come over this, and then your set screw will tighten up in here, is how that's going to work. Okay. That metal washer is there to help distribute the load, so to speak, of what's happening, and that's how they show it in the drawing, in fact. And obviously you'll get enough components to make 2 complete sets of these, as I put this quickly all together. 2 complete sets of these, along with your 2 set screws. Okay, let's switch to the screen view now and take a closer look at some supporting information. Here is the item that we are looking at. Not too much to see here other than the name. It does give us a listing of what we're talking about. Now, the one correction or amendment to the earlier portion, there are 4 set screws when it's an HD. The part where you attach the set screw, you do that twice because a 13HD prepped set of pulls will have 2 set screws at each mounting point. And as we look at the Rockwood mounting options here, before we do that, let's take a look at some photographs that we have. There are the bolts, 4 set screws, 2 washers, 4 plastic washers, 2, they say neoprene bushings, clear neoprene bushings, and that's the entire kit that you get there. Now that mounting options sheet shows everything that we stacked together. Your 2 plastic washers on either side, your metal washer on the outside. The asterisk tells us that there are a total of 4 set screws, and that's where the 4 set screws come into play here. Okay, because an HD mount will indeed feature 4 set screws. Other kits are listed here as well. Now, let's look at the product catalog. Okay, this will show you all of the different kitted mount types. And it's easy to understand. You know, if you're doing a Type 1 mount, you're going to need a Kit 1. Okay? So if you've got a 13HD mount, you'll need a Kit 13HD. That will give you everything included in an original 13HD. Now, having said that, we can also take and break this down into its constituent components. And let's do that now. The way we would go about doing that would be clicking on the manufacturer's page here, and when that page comes up, it will load here, and we're going to take a look at the mounting kit parts master table. When that document loads, we'll be able to scroll through and get to where the component parts are itemized and listed. So this is a Type 13, which is going to be back-to-back, a Type 13 HD, back-to-back for glass. So let's continue to scroll down, and we're going to get to where these parts are broken out. I happen to know that we're dealing with a, this is a single cone head, so it's an SP1058. That would be the bolt that we're dealing with. We know that we have stainless steel, we have plastic washers, which would be the SP1061. We have stainless washers, the SP1060s. We know we have the bushings, and then finally we know we have the set screws, which would be the SP1026. And that breaks down all of the components that are in this kit. Okay, pretty handy. Now that link to the manufacturer's page, that will allow you to review not only all of the items that we sell from Rockwood by means of this horizontal navigation, but also a link to the manufacturer's catalog, as well as a link to the manufacturer's website. Let's wrap up this video on camera. In conclusion, why would you be ordering a mounting kit? Well, these bolts, they take all of the stress and strain from normal daily operation, and they do break. They can be vandalized, they can be pulled off, torn off the doors, and while the handles generally survive that sort of attack, the bolts don't, because I don't know what grade these bolts are, but I would not be surprised to learn that they're just standard grade. They're not grade 5 or better. They're just a low grade, regular mild steel bolt, and I wouldn't expect them to be anything more, but they do break, and that's the bottom line. I don't know that a grade 9 bolt would be, or a grade 5 or 8 bolt would be any better at surviving the normal wear and tear. I would think that they would be, but I would think the cost would go up by orders of magnitude. You know, what I like to tell people is when you're specifying pulls and things of that nature, go with the largest size bolt package that you can get your hands on, because I simply find that a 5/16 first quarter or 3/8, if it's available, trumps all of those, especially those really high traffic front door applications. And indeed, you will find, I can think of one manufacturer, and really two, that when they do large ladder pulls, you walk up to Fortune 500 companies' front doors, and the pulls that they have on those doors are made by a particular company. They use exclusively 3/8. They're only using the largest. So there's something to that. You know, the material's heavier. They know it's higher volume. It's a thicker bolt. It all goes together. Any questions on the KIT13HD from Rockwood or any other Rockwood product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you very much. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up. Please subscribe and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.